In the age of cutting-edge technology, the looming question of whether robots will ultimately overtake human labor has sparked fervent curiosity and fervor. For those seeking salvation from tedious, monotonous work, the potential of innovative machinery to revolutionize their careers has ignited a glimmer of hope. Yet, for those grappling with their place in society's ever-evolving landscape, the thought of being deemed obsolete in the face of advanced artificial intelligence is a haunting prospect. Whether you find yourself captivated, intimidated, or simply intrigued by the possibility of AI's impact on the workforce, stay with me as I'll walk you through the future of AI workers. First off, what is AI? AI, short for artificial intelligence, refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. AI-enabled machines are capable of performing one or several tasks originally done by humans. There are 4 types of AI. Reactive machines. This is the most superficial level of AI. Reactive machines can do basic operations, but they cannot form memories or use past experiences to make decisions. Yet, that doesn't mean they're not powerful. The most famous example of reactive machines is IBM's Deep Blue, an AI that defeated international grandmaster Garry Kasparov in 1997. That event shocked not only the world champion, but also the whole world. Limited memory. This AI type can store existing data and create better output by using the data. Tesla's self-driving cars are an example of this type of AI. They observe the speed of vehicles and direction and make decisions based on those pieces of information. Theory of mind. Theory of mind can connect with human thoughts and interpret them better. The AI can understand people and have thoughts and emotions of its own. These AI machines are still hypothetical rather than actual technology, but researchers are working on them day and night, aiming to bring them to existence as soon as possible. Self-aware AI. A self-aware AI will have independent intelligence, and it will make its decisions on its own. These machines will be even smarter than humans. Sounds kinda scary, right? Don't worry, this is a thing of the far future. 2. What is machine learning? It would not be right if I described AI but left out machine learning. Simply put, it's a discipline within AI where systems can learn from past data, identify patterns, detect anomalies, and make decisions with minimal human intervention. Once the system has learned from the past data, it can provide an inference based on the new input parameters. 3 primary types of machine learning are supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. The final type allows the machine to be the most creative, for it learns from the errors along the way of trials. 3. What exactly is a robot? A robot is a machine capable of carrying out specific tasks automatically. It can replicate human efforts and provide better outcomes. There are 5 types of robots. Pre-programmed robots. Pre-programmed robots can only perform simple tasks and cannot change their actions if the environment changes. Think of a mechanical arm on an automotive assembly line. Its only function is to weld a door on, or to insert a certain part into the engine. That arm is pre-programmed robot. Humanoid robots. These robots look like humans and mimic human actions. The legal Saudi citizen Sophia is a perfect example of a humanoid robot. Teleoperated robots. These robots perform tasks in extreme conditions where humans cannot operate, but are controlled by humans. The most well-known teleoperated robots are probably human-controlled submarines and drones. Autonomous robots. These robots are independent, which means they operate without human intervention. They carry out tasks on their own. You own an autonomous robot if you have a Roomba vacuum cleaner, which uses sensors to roam throughout rooms and halls freely in your house. Augmenting robots. Augmenting robots enhance human capabilities by replacing the ineffective part. You usually see them in the hospital in the form of prosthetic limbs or exoskeletons. 4. Jobs that AI will replace humans. So, back to the question. Will AI cause certain types of workers to be unemployed? The short and honest answer is yes. Kai-Fu Lee, a former member of the AI development team in both Microsoft and Google, believes that AI will displace 40% of world's workers within 15 years. And this prediction was made 4 years ago. But will AI completely replace human workers in any field? Well, yes. This is our list of jobs that are most likely to disappear. Librarian. Well, what does a librarian do? Organizing the books on the shelves and keeping track of borrowing activities and donations. Maybe there's more to do, but I think you've got the idea. Most of all, if not all, the tasks done by a librarian could be labeled as data managing. So it's very likely that we will soon interact with AI librarians instead of human ones. Moreover, fewer and fewer people go to libraries since the advanced technology and the internet allow them to read virtually everything they want at home, even in their beds. In fact, we even have devices that read books aloud for us. The idea of some AI machine that could change its tone to fit the specific context isn't crazy at all. And who knows, maybe they would be future kids' bedtime storytellers. Lucky for dads and mums, narrating isn't a paid job. Bookkeeper. Similarly, these are tasks that deal with data. So, instead of using human workers that are not always reliable and require getting paid, companies will let AI take over, sooner or later. Manufacturing operator. Manufacturing being taken over by AI isn't something hard to imagine. The production process for most commodities today has been mechanized. The only thing humans are in charge of is operating. But that can be an AI's task too. Driver. Taxi and bus drivers should be worried, as AI is coming at them really fast. Tesla's self-driving cars are already here, and they're being improved day by day. It won't be long before fully autonomous vehicles hit the roads. The LA Times predicted that self-driving trucks could replace 1.7 million American truckers within 10 years, and it was said so in 2016. I think this is a good thing if we consider the risk of accidents. I'm pretty sure the chance of vehicles suddenly malfunctions is much lower than that of a human driver getting drunk. Security guard. You may not believe it, but the idea of robot guardians can be found in ancient Greece myths, namely the story of Talos. Millennia later, many of the biggest brains of humanity are still working on that idea, and they've taken it very far. AI has made a substantial advancements in the field of physical security. Yelp's security bot can inspect an entire building with its high-definition camera. It also has a directional mic and infrared sensor that can detect any suspicious activity. Are you a fan of MCU? If so, you probably can remember how Iron Man casually tells Friday, his AI assistant, to activate the protection system. Plus, not a single human guard can be spotted in the Avengers headquarters. That might not be an imaginary scenario anymore in the very near future. Okay, these are the 5 most likely to be taken over by AI jobs. But you don't have to worry, even if one of them is your profession. We've also made a list of jobs that AI is unlikely to replace humans for you to make some plans beforehand. 5. Jobs that AI won't take over. Human Resources Manager. A company wouldn't grow big and successful without a well-managed human resources department, which will always need at least one human to manage interpersonal conflict. Robots lack non-cognitive and reasoning skills, and thereby cannot understand human emotions. This ability is exclusively gifted to only humans. The likelihood that robots will become human resource managers is only 0.55%. If you're a clever human resources manager, you don't have to worry much, at least not in a future close enough to be imaginable. Lawyer. If AI can't resolve even minor interpersonal conflicts within employees of a company, what's the chance of it being capable of dealing with serious disagreements that lead to parties taking each other to court? Sure, an AI-enabled robot can learn all the rules easily, but it will probably never be smart enough to bend them in its client's favor. Simply put, it lacks the emotional intelligence to figure out the precise point to hit the opposite party with the right argument and persuade the jury. That being said, AI can help lawyers process evidence, which saves them huge amounts of time. Psychiatrist. Another job AI can't take over simply because they don't understand humans. But we can't blame them. In fact, even the best scientists and doctors in the world do not understand completely how a human brain is wired. Talking about each individual, even your parents and spouse don't always get what you want. To work as a psychiatrist requires a high level of empathy and compassion. That's a quality that even most humans don't possess, let alone AI. So, a psychiatrist without human intelligence is just unimaginable, at least in an imaginable future. Really, I just can't imagine what the world would be like if AI had the ability to feel. Artist. It's impossible for AI-enabled robots to become artists. An artist could be a painter, a composer, a craftsman, a writer, etc. Basically, an artist is someone who turns their skills and imagination into works of art, some of which have everlasting effects on humanity. AI isn't granted with creativity. Sure, there have been some AI tools that could provide you with drawings and texts, but those machinery-generated things are the process of replication or synthesis at best. Scientist and inventor. AI-enabled robots can conduct experiments and analyze data with a high level of precision, but being a scientist requires more. The curious trait and dedication that drives scientists to seek new grounds cannot be replicated by any possible means. Similarly, being an inventor requires the ability to imagine and develop from existing materials using technical knowledge. That's simply too much for AI. Okay, I think you've noticed what makes a job replaceable or irreplaceable by AI now. Tasks that mostly deal with data will be overtaken, while jobs that demand strategic thinking, thought leadership, conflict resolution and negotiation, emotional intelligence and empathy will remain humans' territories. So, you probably should think about career change if you work in services such as retail and courier. If you're an event planner, a graphic designer, or a chief executive, you can sleep peacefully knowing that you won't have to pack your box after your boss buys an AI tool. That's it, guys. Now you know what changes AI will cause in the labor market. Whether you think you should prepare some career switching plan or get back to your work, you'd better do it quickly. But before you go, don't forget to like this video to support our dedicated team. Share it to anyone who might find it helpful and subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any upcoming insightful videos.